So you're moving to Southern California and you're deciding whether to move to Los Angeles or San Diego. Well, if that sounds like you, stick around till the end of the video because today I'm going to be going over the key differences between living in Los Angeles and living in San Diego. By the way, my name is Isaac Owens, your real estate and mortgage consultant. And if you are planning to buy or sell or move to San Diego, let me know. I'd be happy to connect with you and answer any questions that you have. You can call or text me using the number in the description, or you can schedule a one-on-one consultation with me for free so we can talk a little bit more in depth and get your questions answered. If you're not from Southern California and you're planning to move here, it can seem like Los Angeles County and San Diego County are very similar. Today, I'm going to be going over some of the key differences in terms of affordability, cost of living, safety, population, and overall lifestyle between Los Angeles County and San Diego County. Now, you may or may not already know that I was born and raised here in San Diego, and I've lived here pretty much my entire life. I've moved around a lot growing up, but ultimately always found myself coming back to San Diego. So I have my own opinions and biases in terms of which is a better place, where you should live. I also have some perspectives on what a better place would be if you're just coming to visit as a tourist. But as I did more and more research between San Diego and LA, I found some surprising information that I think you're going to find very helpful. Now, because I'm a licensed real estate agent and a licensed mortgage loan officer, and this is a real estate YouTube channel, the first thing I'm going to be going over is real estate. So we have to cover that. In January of 2024, the average listing price in Los Angeles was just over $1.2 million. The median home sold price was $930,000. Now, if we compare that to San Diego, last month in January 2024, the average listing home price here in San Diego was $949,000. The median home sold price was $895,000. Now, historically, the home prices in LA are typically much higher than they are in San Diego. Back in 2019, the average home price in San Diego was around $600,000. And in LA back then, it was in the mid $800,000. When we compare that data to the data available today in 2024, we can see that gap in terms of the difference between home prices between Los Angeles and San Diego has been getting smaller and smaller. There was even a time back in 2023 when the average home price in San Diego was higher than LA. Now, the transportation is definitely an important factor to consider when we compare San Diego to Los Angeles. The reason why is because in Los Angeles, there's a lot more options and a lot more availability and affordability of public transportation. You have Uber drivers, rideshare drivers, you have buses, you have trains, and many different ways of using public transportation to get to where it is that you want to go. The reason why is because LA is such a big city. It's like New York or San Francisco. If you live here in San Diego, the public transportation is not as developed and is not as good as it is out there in LA. So if you live here in San Diego, you're going to need to have a car. And that's going to add to the cost of living expenses if you do live here in San Diego. So the overall cost of living when you compare Los Angeles to San Diego, they're very similar. The real estate as of today is a lot more affordable here in San Diego when you compare it to LA, but the overall cost of living is a little higher here in San Diego. One of the most important things to consider when you are moving to a new place is also safety. Los Angeles, like I mentioned earlier, is a very big city. That means the crime rate is probably going to be a lot higher. After doing a little research and using a little bit of common sense, it's no surprise that Los Angeles has one of the highest crime rates in all of the United States. Los Angeles, just like New York and just like San Francisco, is a very large city here in America, and so it's not surprising that the crime rate there is very high. Now, San Diego is also a very big place, which means that the crime rate is likely going to be higher than most other places in the United States. But the thing about San Diego is when you compare it to larger cities like LA, New York, and San Francisco, the crime rate here in San Diego, by comparison, is far lower. So a big part in helping you make your decision of where to move really depends on your lifestyle and your preferences. If you're a young professional looking for a more bustling city type of lifestyle, and you want to be where there's a lot of action happening, and you want to be somewhere that's very busy and very fast paced, kind of like living in New York, then obviously LA is going to be a better fit for you. If you have a family or you're just starting your family, you're married, you want to settle down, and you're looking for a better quality of life, San Diego is going to be the better option for you. Both San Diego and Los Angeles have amazing nightlife scenes. There's plenty of places here in San Diego that you can go to experience nightlife, like the Gaslamp Quarter or Pacific Beach. But when you compare it to somewhere like Los Angeles, it doesn't even come close. There's so many different places you can go to in LA to experience the nightlife, to go to a club, go to a bar, or go to a special event. And it makes sense because LA is a major place for the entertainment industry, which means there's always something happening every single weekend, if not every single night. One major difference between Los Angeles County and San Diego County is the population. Now, if you're coming from a small town or a place where you don't have a really big population, both of these places are going to look large to you. It's going to seem like there's a lot of people for both of these places. And that's true. But when you compare San Diego County to Los Angeles County, it doesn't even come close. As of today, Los Angeles is about 3 times larger than San Diego. In 2024, the estimated population in Los Angeles County is over 9.5 million people. San Diego's estimated population in 2024 is just over 3.2 million. So whether you end up moving to Los Angeles or San Diego really depends on your lifestyle. When you look at some of the amenities like the beaches available, both LA and San Diego have some of the most beautiful beaches in the entire world. Differences, though, is that in LA, the beaches are not as clean, there's not as much parking available, and they're going to be much more crowded than here in San Diego. If you come to San Diego and you experience the beaches here, they're going to be a lot cleaner, there's not going to be as many people, and it's going to be easier for you to find parking. Here in San Diego, we only have one sports team, and that's the San Diego Padres. And you can watch them play in downtown over at Petco Park. Los Angeles, on the other hand, has 12 major league professional teams. So it's no surprise that there's always going to be something for you to do in Los Angeles compared to San Diego if you are a major sports fan. Because LA is a major place for the entertainment industry, there's also going to be more opportunities for you to go to a concert, go to a comedy show, or go to some type of special event when you compare it to San Diego. We do have those things as well here in San Diego, but we just don't have as much. We do have special events, concerts, comedy shows, different things you can do here in San Diego, but not as much when you compare it to LA. So if you look at it from the perspective of someone who's a tourist and you want to go to California for the very first time, LA is a great place to go. Reason why is because there's historic places like Hollywood and different things that you can do if you want to experience California for the very first time. But if you're looking for somewhere to move and somewhere to live, maybe somewhere to settle down, definitely consider San Diego. The quality of life here compared to LA is much better and much higher. And so when you look at where it is that you should live, again, it really depends on your lifestyle and what you prefer. Think of LA as a big city where everything is fast paced and there's plenty of things to do and you're in the center of all the action. Think of San Diego as a place that's more laid back, more casual, a lot more easygoing, beautiful places to be, different places you can go, different things that you can do. If you have the opportunity to do so, definitely visit both places if you haven't already. That way you get that in-person firsthand experience where you'll know which place you vibe with more easily and more comfortably. As for me personally, I love living here in San Diego, and I don't think I could ever live in LA. LA is a fun place for me to visit, but it's not a fun place for me to stay. I much prefer that laid back, comfortable lifestyle with a high quality of life and beautiful beaches where I can go surfing. So that's it for this video. I hope you found it helpful. Again, if you are planning to buy or sell or refinance a home, or if you're planning to move to San Diego and relocate here, definitely reach out and let me know. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have and help you make a smooth move to San Diego. You can call or text me using the number in the description or schedule a meeting with me. Either way, I'd love to hear from you and answer any questions that you have. If you did find the video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel because it puts this content in front of other people just like you who might be looking for it. It also motivates me to continue making content just like this for you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.